Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight I've got a Heroic Division match for you. Bronze6 taking on Big Push Power in tonight's best of 3. Two veteran teams here in NGS doing quite well so far this season, and we'll see how they will clash today. Teams are in the lobby, just getting our players settled, and then we'll be able to get into game number 1. Hope you're having a good evening, starting off the week here on a Monday night. If you're already here, if you're already checking out the series, glad to have you. Glad you're here right at the start. Don't forget to throw that like below the video. Don't forget to subscribe for all of the daily content here at youtube.com/@crushcasts. Mostly in the form of short videos, but we've got 3 live casts a week. We've got edited VODs of those casts. We've got the game of the week. We've got all the short videos. All of your casting needs for Heroes of the Storm right here. All right, we got our 10 players. Should be starting in just a moment, so let's go to map select. See what we've got here. What we've got is a cat just out of frame. Am I right, buddy? Oh goodness! But if I go like this, there he is. You'll see my elbow here. But yeah, there we go. Oh, checking out our bands: Towers of Doom, Garden of Terror, Dragonshire, and Battlefield of Eternity are our bands for this series. And we're going to start things off on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Here for game number 1 is chosen by Big Push Power. Alright, looks like the teams are saying their readies. Big Push Power doing their rolls to see who of their 9-player roster is actually going to play this game, but it looks like they're all set to go. Let's get into the draft here. Alrighty. Man. I'm gonna need to mount... You know what I'm gonna need? I'm gonna need some giant boom arm microphone just to try to find this cat. Is he in the frame? Because he's not... He used to just go on the bed right over here to my right. It was great. Now it's, he's on the floor somewhere. There he is back there. You can elbow him. There we go. I don't want to like keep flashing my elbow in the frame. Oh, looking at our opening bands here: Zeratul, Diablo, and Hogger removed. We'll see what Big Push Power wants to take out here. It'll be Brightwing off the board. The old Twitch bananas. Yeah, I like the channel point thing on Twitch. I think it's very innovative. I think it gets people involved. It was never really my thing because I've basically always stream on a delay to have a super interactive stream. I might figure it out here on YouTube at some point, but for now I'm just kind of focused on the product. Danny taking Johanna first pick here for Bronze6. We've got Blaze and Maev picked up here by Big Push Power. It's a powerful combo for sure on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Maev, always a good one to see when wave clear is a factor. And it makes the comp that much harder to put together here for Bronze6. Ferret going to go for the Rhaegar here, having the Purge at level 1, going to be very useful. Quantum locking in the Junkrat to stay as far away from that Maev as possible. And of course, being able to ward around the turn-ins with those traps is very good. Mid-ban here, it's going to be Leoric taken away by Big Push Power. Hogger already banned. Leoric is kind of the safest choice for bottom lane. Solid ban there. Let's see, healer already picked up. It's Johanna. They're going to get rid of Stukov here. Yeah, Stukov with the Blaze Maev would be pretty devastating. It does leave Anduin up, so you could do some charged light bomb shenanigans for sure. But I think Stukov would definitely make sense more synergistically in terms of blowing up that front line. Deckard will be the option, though, just sticking with the AoE theme here for Big Push Power. Iron locking that in, and TTO goes for the Muradin. Bronze6, they need an off lane, they need a flex. Do you just go Hanzo and just play ultra range here? Juan Pablo gonna go for that Phoenix. Well-known for Phoenix player here for Bronze6. Albatox opting for Urel. Be able to get in the mix and try to knock around Maiev and Blaze so they're not so comfortable on that front line. Mike on the last pick goes for the Mephisto. Just big splash damage all around here from Big Push Power. Both these teams qualified for Storm before its cancellations. Both of these teams did not sign up for Storm. Neither signed up for the qualifier. Big Push Power, I knew that they were going to. They like playing with a 9-player roster. Bronze6 opted not to. Alright, drafts are in here. Taking a look at the two compositions. Big area of effect power here for Big Push Power, but they're against Unstoppable and Johanna. They've got the Teleport Phoenix, who got the Urel, who can just stay in and win. Junkrat can stay out of it. This could be, this is going to be an interesting draft clash. Let's get into the game. Here we go. Game number 1 on the left and the blue, it is Bronze6. Ferret on the Rhaegar, Quantum playing Junkrat, Danny on the Johanna, Albatox playing Urel, and Juan Pablo is on that Phoenix. On the right in the red, Big Push Power, Mike on the Mephisto, Iron playing Deckard, TTO is on Muradin, Concept playing the Blaze, and Flyest Raven is on Maiev.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That Maiev is going to be a big X factor here. You got a couple Unstoppables, you got a couple cleanses, but Maiev with that AoE tether can just keep on putting that on, and eventually it's going to gather up some. And then it's the stun train and the AoE splash that are going to be something Bronze6 has to watch out for. Mid-wave clear going to start here. Wow, Flyest Raven caught on the edge trying to warp into the action, but gets the pull onto Albatox. Feeling fine though is Urel, staying on the low side. TTO able to jump back to safety. There's the stun onto Maiev. Follow-up damage not quite there. Oh, TTO stepping up a little bit far there, trusting the potion. Just barely enough. Gets the escape. These players really knowing their limits. Uh-oh, Mike may have stepped up a little too far versus the Junkrat. He's going to try to get away on the top side, but Ferret's chasing forward. Doesn't quite have the damage to take down Mephisto. In the early going here, we're going to see Big Push Power jump directly onto their Bruiser camp on the right. Phoenix soloing on the left for now, but it looks like Rhaegar coming in for the assist. Getting those out as quickly as possible. Urel holding their own here versus Blaze. Looks like Danny and Albatox gonna check the bottom side. Concept checking as well, but no one trying to sneak that one. It is not Naisha's Memento for Maiev, so not going to be thinking about like soloing bruisers or anything like that. It's Juan Pablo. Does have the teleport to get out of the umbral binds of Maiev. Another nice feature of the ranged assassin. Mike is going to get bumped back into the action, but Deckard covering with the Scroll of Sealing. I wonder if we're going to see... I can't remember which tier it is that you can get the long range on the concussion line. I thought it was 1 or 4, though. Ferret getting away from the root, but is in the midst of the opponent. TTOs have to move away. Flyest Raven wants this last hit onto Ferret, trying to get away from the Lightning Nova, but will not be enough. Mike somehow survives with like 7 health there. First blood goes over to Big Push Power. TTO still in the mix here. Getting whittled down, but really knowing their limits is Big Push Power on these engages. Checking in on the experience. We, of course, see that hero kill. Putting Big Push Power slightly ahead here, though the minions soak a bit better on the side of Bronze6. TTO going to be chased down. Juan Pablo tries to move forward. Doesn't have the shielding, though. Will not be stunned by Flyest Raven. Bottom side does get picked up there by Junkrat and Urel. Put some pressure on a Concept. Team's getting close to their first turn in, but not quite there yet. Like doing a little scout there in the mid. Juan Pablo just doing some poke and getting out to safety. Checking on the bottom side here. Concept a little bit light on health, but has the tap. Try to contest here in lane. Juan Pablo playing well with that shield bar. Not really losing any of that health pool. GTO jumps forward, gonna find Junkrat on the rotation, but Mephisto not in range to follow up. Juan Pablo chasing forward. Not gonna be able to get any extra damage though onto Maiev. Nice dodge there from Phoenix. This Concept wanted to get a stun on the backside. Quantum just sieging from the side here. Nice trap. Gets behind the gate to safety. Danny trying to drop off 11. Will do so. Only 5 more gems needed for Bronze6. Concept with 20 here. We'll drop that off for big push power, and that is Red Web Weavers on the way. I believe we had Flyest Raven turning in on the top side as well. Umbral Bind activated. Not going to get a connection, though. Uh-oh, goes back into the root. Nice chase back by Bronze6. That's going to be their first blood of the game. TTO slowed as well. Chased down. That is a second. That'll give them the player advantage on this defense of the first objective phase. Working on clearing out mid first. Bronze6 about a little bit less than a level lead as they approach level 10. Urel gonna get some help on the bottom side by Rhaegar to clear that. Top side getting cleared as well, so barely any damage on the gates at all. After getting those 2 picks. Bronze6 about to have their 10s. They might be able to pounce on this. Flyest Raven bumped back in as the Warden's Vault to escape the stun, but here's level 10. Looking at the Purification Salvo, Ardent Defender, Riptire. There's the Blessed Shield. Rhaegar still considering. Will end up locking the Ancestral Healing. I haven't seen a Bloodlust Rhaegar in a long time now. Ancestral, especially Ancestral 20, is just kind of too good to pass up. Bruiser camps going out for both teams. Bronze6 able to get their 5 in, and now Blue Web Weavers are on the way. So the top side will be the focus for now. Big push power. Another wave or two, and they will have their level 20s. Junkrat Riptire just for a little bit of wave clear here, as the 10s are now available for big push power. Got Endurance of Hate, Bunker, Stay a While and Listen, Avatar, and the Warden's Cage. Big clump here in the mid. TTO being chased out by Juan Pablo. Maiev thinking about it, goes after the pull, gets the Warden's Cage onto Juan Pablo, who just stands their ground here. There's the root, and Maiev will be going down. Endurance of Hate lands onto the front line. Ferret goes down to half health. Top Web Weaver working on the fort. Mid is already down. Bottom, a shred of health left on it as Iron booped right back in to the danger zone. Deckard Cain goes down. Top fort will go down. Mid looks like it's going to be falling as well due to the player pressure. Very effective first turn in here for Bronze6. Definitely a solid level lead now for the blue team. This Concept staying in lane for now, but has an escape route. Juan Pablo, in the meantime, working on this bottom siege camp. Still 2 minutes on that bruiser. Boss is in play. As bottom camp picked up by Bronze6. They do have enough for another turn-in. We're going to see Juan Pablo locking that in here for a second wave. Maiev looking at Yrel here on the top side, but it looks like there's a collapse under this fort. Concept going to try to run away here. Slowed and stunned by Johanna. Gets in the bunker just in time. Can the rest of the team get here? Durance of Fate going to whiff. Concept gets out, but will be taken down. Bottom fort falls as well, and all of a sudden, Big Push Power is in a little bit of a tough spot. Riptire comes on out and hits Iron. TTO pops the Avatar to keep this fight going. Purification Salvo into the back line. Mike, still enough health here as Iron puts Phoenix and 2 others to sleep. TTO still with the Avatar health, starts to move away. Super Mario bounces from Albatox. Not quite enough slows to catch up to Murden. Uh-oh, Mike bumped over the wall there. Now Albatox is going to get the knock into the corner. Mephisto going to briefly move behind the wall, but will move back and be taken out. A giant cage there from Flyest Raven, but unfortunately with Mephisto down, the follow-up damage just wasn't there. TTO knocks back in. Look at those rubies, though. Deckard Cain going to be chased out. Can TTO get away? Juan Pablo trying to get in range, but can't get enough, and Murden will survive, but still several kills here for Bronze6. Siege Giant camp still going strong, and this will be a 10-minute keep for the blue team. They're 16 gems away from their next turn-in. Quantum going to be stunned there. Quick cleanse by Ferret. TTO continuing to jump in. There's the stun, though, from the edge, and Murden is taken out. It's going to be another bunker here from Blaze. Flyest Raven trying to get the resets on those Fan of Knives. Blaze will fall. That will be Maiev taken out as well. Somehow Quantum and Ferret going to keep on living here. Mike is caught and taken out. Iron being run down as well. And that will be a full team kill for Bronze6 with the 3-level lead in the open bottom lane. It looks like they're just going to go try to take this game. No, the death timers are still pretty short. So they're just going to double back here. I thought they'd give it a run, but they don't want to give any catch-up chances here to Big Push Power. They almost have enough for another turn-in, just one more gem required. All their lanes are kind of pushed in, though, so they can't really go get one right now. Everyone just turning in what they have in the meantime. One gem short. We're gonna have to wait for the waves to catch up. Danny and Juan Pablo keeping an eye on the boss. Big Push Power. Sees Johanna stepping out. Danny just gonna ride on through. Back Bruiser camp is taken. Yrel gonna step up here and grab that gem required. And complete the turn-in. Big Push Power down 3 levels currently. Down to their last 2 keeps. It's going to be a tough defense, but if they can hold here, they might just buy themselves enough time. Mike stepping out. TTO is going to get a nice stun onto the backline. Ferret forced to self-ancestral as Danny gathers up the backline of Big Push Power. Root goes out onto TTO, who popped the Avatar. Will it be enough to stay alive? Big stun train, though. There's the Purification Salvo into the backline. Murden lives with less than 20 health. Knocked back onto Mephisto is good. Flyest Raven trying to get the resets on those Fan of Knives again, but it's just not enough damage. Blaze, juked by Phoenix, will be going down next. Iron and TTO just caught out here. Deckard goes down. TTO will get away. We've got the turn-in coming, and the core is now the focus. Bronze6 not even going to bother with the keep. They're just going to go for the victory. Stun does land onto Phoenix. But core shielding is gone, and a big wave is here. No chance left. Big Push Power, a valiant effort, but Bronze6 just capitalizing on every opportunity they got. Will take the victory here in game number 1. GG. Quite a performance there in game number 1. The early going was really back and forth. Solid work by Big Push Power, just barely getting out, doing some good step-up engages. But once those 10s came online, Bronze6 was just a freight train that could not be stopped. Let's check the post-game here. Checking out the statistics. 59,000 hero damage coming out for Phoenix. Juan Pablo with a deathless performance there. Mike on the Mephisto, top hero damage for the side of Big Push Power, nearly 40,000 on that end. Take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard, and we will get prepared for game number 2. Which team is most like the Ninja Turtles? I mean, Blaze gets into a bunker. That's kind of like hopping into the sewer. Neither team has Genji on it. I don't know, chat. Let me know. Alrighty. Alright, folks. Game number 1 is in the books. We are going to go to a short break here, but when we return, this Heroic Division matchup rolls on. Don't go far. Furion. Muidar and Chaos Pigeon trying to run away. Last Iron Skin hits. Muidar is super low. Chase forward, and that will be the pick. Chaos Pigeon falls as well. As Honey Badger goes over the wall, great stun timing. Shy trying to move away, but just not able to get back. Azmodan is picked off before this next altar phase. Willow? Ooh, saved, but they get the stun onto Lumi.
I have you now.
Manages to avoid big chastise. Uh-oh, they get to throw Silver Bell too. Aggro. Trying to get that kill onto Willow is punished. Uh-oh, Leadheart is caught. There's the Self-Divine Shield, going to deny the Light Bomb. There's the turnaround. Devouring Maw does not connect, but the Cocoon does go onto Anduin. Conflicted turns it around. Big stun onto 2 to try to get Anduin on out. Magic Turtle moves away. Can Honey Badger move on out? Does have the shield. Lumi is low. Big burst there from Jaina. That's going to be a kill for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Shy, not enough movement to get on out. There goes Zagara. And now Kentucky Fried Falstad with the double kill are going to double back and pick up this boss. Gotta watch out. The Scatter Arrow nearly connecting. Objective is claimed. Emerald Wind hits. There's a great follow-up stun onto the front line by Hogger, and Brightwing will be caught. 0-day attack. Trying to use that movement speed from the Adrenal Stim Pack to move out. Full Shield Immortal. Oh, great stun from Easy K onto 2. There's Trey work over the wall, and 0-day attack will be going down. Nice chase through by Reset City, but now they've got to deal with a Full Shield Immortal in here in the bottom. All right, welcome back. We are getting ready here for game number 2. Bronze6 currently up 1-0 over Big Push Power. Gonna try to close it out here. Big Push Power gonna try to come back here in this best of 3. Teams are in the lobby. The readies are flying, so let's get to the map select. We are going to Infernal Shrines here for game number 2, once again as chosen by Big Push Power. Looks like we've got some swaps. C2, D2, and Final Stand coming in here for Big Push Power. Just waiting on the second ready, and we'll be able to get started. As a reminder for folks who may be just filtering in now, don't forget to throw a like on the video. That's right, you can put a like on a live stream here on YouTube as well. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You can get access to all of the daily shorts, game of the week, and all of our 3 live casts per week. It's all right here in one spot. You don't have to go to 3 different spots to catch all the casting content, because it's all right here at youtube.com/@crushcasts. All right, teams are saying ready. Let's get into our draft. 3, 2, 1. Now, come on. Hit the button. Damn it. So close. You never know when it's going to actually go. It's a pain. Man, they both said ready and then they both sat there. Well, guess we're hanging out here for a moment. See, Jin is a little bit more in frame. What a good boy. I bet Severn has not realized they're actually the host. I'll hit him with the all good. Yep. Lobby host didn't realize they were the lobby host. Oh well. Alright, draft's up. Sometimes it do be like that. Alright, Infernal Shrines. Draft number 2. See if anyone's going to do any big switch-ups here in strategy. Infernal Shrines. We can see Mephisto come through again. That's a possibility. Tychus definitely moves up the picking order. See if that's going to be an option. There goes Zeratul. No Lucio allowed. Mentioned Diablo's still not something that they want to deal with, but Infernal Shrines, Brightwing, pretty powerful. Hogger is something you want to consider banning as well. Bronze6 banning Johanna. That's peculiar. Big push power. Do you just ban Varian now? I'm gonna ban Sylvanas. Just leaving some power picks available. Albatox is gonna take the Hogger first. Big push power. Do you just go Brightwing Blaze here? Brightwing Junkrat? See what they're thinking. Oh, Diablo Tychus. Okay. Old school pairing. A power couple themselves locked in here for big push power. I can dig it. So do we consider a Garrosh then? Garrosh and a Tychus, not exactly what you want. There's the Junkrat Brightwing. It'll be for Bronze6. Big push power looking across at these 3. They could continue to ban tanks. Maybe an Anubarak ban? Maybe just a Muradin ban? You're gonna get rid of Varian. That's a Danny-specific pick. So we'll see what Danny ends up on for Bronze6 here. Diablo Tychus. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a Stukov ban again. I'm gonna get rid of Rhaegar here. Just removing a good cleanse. And of course that Ancestral Save is nothing to sneeze at. I don't know, I think Blaze Stukov here could be a pretty powerful rotation. And leave Flyest Raven to flex on the last pick. Hey, I called it. Stukov Blaze picked up for Final Stand in C2D2. Bronze6 looking across at another frontline targeting comp. Does that just leave you on a Nubarak just to have an unstoppable escape? Or do you get something like Muradin just to try to weather the storm? Danny gonna give it a go on Muradin here. Juan Pablo taking Cassia to try to blind that front line. Okay. Solid response there. Flyest Raven on the last pick. A lot of players have just been playing Genji to do it, not really with any other pairing in mind. See if maybe that's what they want, if they just want a classic ranged. Well, they're just going to do the big pylon here. Big push power going all in on that frontline destruction with the Jaina. Goon catching up to the live. Very nice. It's kind of like it's a benefit and a downfall of YouTube is there's no way in the chat to tell that you're not at the same spot as them, but it's also pretty neat to just go back to where you want. All right. Drafts are in. Very specific focus here for big push power. That's pretty much an A1 draft for killing the front line. So it'll be up to Bronze6 to counter and re-engage. They've done pretty well at that so far. So we'll see if they can do it again here. Players loading up. All right. Let's get into game number 2. Let's do it. Game number 2. On the left in the blue, it is once again Bronze6. Danny is on the Muradin, Albatox playing Hogger, Quantum on Junkrat, Ferret playing Brightwing, and Juan Pablo is on Cassia. On the right in the red, big push power. Severn on the Tychus. Final Stand playing the Stukov. TTO is on Diablo, C2D2 on the Blaze, and Flyest Raven is playing Jaina. Game number 2 is underway. Looks like we've got the quest here for Jaina. Fingers of Frost as TTO targeted off the start. Danny, is kind of pulled back there. That was a strange one. I think the grenade caught him mid-jump and sent him back to the front of that terrain. C2D2 stuns onto 2. Uh-oh, Quantum in some trouble here, trying to move away, but Diablo's going to be the one that's turned onto first. Bronze6 picks up first blood. Diablo making their way back here as the teams break into the lanes. Camp's going to be up here in just a moment. We'll see what the priority is going to be. Bronze6 might think about just moving across, though the level 1 team fight pretty decent for big push power, so they might be difficult to invade here. Both teams just getting their mid-camps going. Danny going to jump forward, looking for Tychus. Severn with a nice dodge. Juan Pablo wants to start up this bottom side camp. Danny and Ferret keeping an eye on the mid. Yeah, Juan Pablo just going to get out of there. Big push power trying to go and bully their way onto this camp. Will do so successfully. Bronze6 not wanting any of that smoke. Instead, though, they're just going to split into the mid. Let Cassia throw some lightning furies there onto the gate. Start chewing away at the wall. Approaching the 2.5 minute mark, these teams are going to start to head over to their shaman camps in preparation for our first objective. Looks like we've got a Frozen Punisher coming up in the mid lane to start things off. Checking on our talents, looks like we got Frost Armor here for Jaina, trying to be more of a battle mage in that front line. Master Assassin for Tychus, of course, getting that extra attack speed on the Odin heroic is the usual expected value on that talent. Looks like the standard Soul Shield into Fire Stomp build for Diablo so far. And I don't know enough about the other hero builds to tell if they're normal. Juan Pablo in a bit of trouble here. Flyest Raven comes on down just to seal the deal. Big push power grabs their first kill of the game. That does let Bronze6 set up for the spin, though. Hogger is bouncing away. 18-0 on these hits so far. Gotta watch out, though, as Tychus can just stand in the middle and lock in. So Albatox has to watch that health bar pretty closely. Big push power, bullying their way onto the point as Danny trying to find a way in. Albatok sent away. Juan Pablo is back here. Danny going to require some healing as Hogger's able to set up the spin once again. Bronze6 past the 30 mark. Ooh, big stun though from C2D2 in the back line. Quantum in the front has to use the grenade jump to get away, but will still be taken down. Hogger continuing to spin, trying to get that value, will clock up this Punisher. Brightwing traded out for Blaze in the midst of all of this. TTO slowed. Oh my gosh, big combo from Final Stand though. That is going to be Muradin and Hogger going down. What a scuffle. All of a sudden, kills that were 1-1 are now 3-5. As the Punisher jumps over the wall here in the mid. Punisher going to be pretty much taken out here. Wall pretty bruised. It looks like the towers will stand. Mid camps are starting to come alive once again. Big push power. Getting that rolling. Bronze6 doing the same on the left. Checking in on the experience. You see that hero kill experience is what's keeping big push power ahead. Looks like red team going to go for that neutral camp in the bottom side once again. Cassia staying in the mid for now to clear up that camp. C2D2 can help clear that push away though. TTO and Severn looking to step up there, but a nice polymorph from Brightwing will shut down that idea. 10s are in for big push power. We've got the bunker for Blaze so far. There's Water Elemental chosen for Jaina. The rest still considering their options here. Albatok's getting that top wall down. Still thinking about their ults are Tychus, Diablo, and Stukov. Order Punisher should be coming up soon. As 10s are now in for Bronze6. Ooh, unstoppable just in time there for Albatok's. TTO still going to go into the wall here. We'll get away. Odin going to be chosen for Tychus. Massive shove for Stukov as TTO will be saved by that massive shove for now. C2D2 stepping up, having to use the bunker to try to move away. Ball Lightning still popping off in that backline as TTO trying to walk it on out of there. Is there enough damage? There is. Diablo will fall, and that is a soul reset. Looks like Lightning Breath going to be the choice for Diablo on level 10. Bronze6 has the Avatar, Shockwave, Blink Heal, Ball Lightning, and Riptire for their heroics. TTO is back, trying to re-engage there. Will be knocked away. Polymorph, just every cooldown to make Diablo go away. There by Bronze6. Uh-oh, Jaina has to pop the Water Elemental in the mid. Ferret taking a ton of damage there. Barely able to escape as the Water Elemental was out for blood. Shaman camp now being worked on by Big Push Power as the Mortar Punisher getting ready to activate in the top lane. Shaman camp is picked up. Hogger gonna do the low side spin as Juan Pablo tries to ferry these minions down to the low side. Junkrat on the way here. Flyest Raven looking at Ferret. Ferret's able to get behind the wall there. Bronze6 a slight lead on these minions, but not as much as before. Juan Pablo tries to solo Flyest Raven. Very light on mana, though. Hopefully we'll have a tap available. Looks like they do. Nice silence combo. Hogger trying to get Juke and Jive out of there, but the Circles of Doom seal the fate of Hogger. Ferret very low, below 40 health, will get away. Quantum trying to turn it around with the Riptire will be taken down in the corner. Big Push Power. Looking very strong on these point fights. Danny and Ferret just going to head back and get their consolation prize of that shaman camp. Juan Pablo looking for level 13 here for Bronze 6. While Big Push Power going to get their Mortar Punisher going in the top lane.
Red team has summoned a Mortar Punisher.
See if Severn's going to hit that Odin here. Jump goes out, stun onto Danny. Looks like Severn not going to pop the Odin, just going to ride the wave here. Bronze6 doing a good job of avoiding that AoE and still working down this Punisher. Hogger taking quite a bit of damage there, does not have the Unstoppable anymore. C2D2 can't get the stun onto Ferret. Hogger caught on the gate. What a burst combo from Big Push Power. And now the Odin's going to come on out here for Severn. Riptire crossing the gate here, just wants to get up and clear those minions, but actually has to pop before the wave arrives. Avatar has to be used by Danny, just in case. So he knew that Stukov lurking arm was going to come on down. Big Push Power looking very threatening. Here in the mid-game, 2 levels ahead right now on Infernal Shrines. They're going to double back and get their own camp going. Bronze6 getting their camp started on the left. Flyest Raven working on the bottom camp solo right now, just trying to save a little time. Bronze6 scouts out TTO as the bottom camp is claimed by Big Push Power. A little bit of a split here as 16s are online for the red team. Bronze6 going to have to play a little bit passively until they find 16s of their own. Hoping to get there before the next big objective phase. Little wave clear action there by Junkrat once again. Cassia sees the movement towards the bottom lane and gets back to safety. Danny's going to come across and find TTO there. There's the stun. They're going to look for it. Danny goes right into the back line, trying to start something here. They want to find TTO. There's the Avatar used. Danny jumps over the lurking arm as C2D2, ooh, nearly finding a stun there. Ferret almost taken out on the edge as Quantum wants to get this last hit onto Jaina. Flyest Raven was one grenade bounce away from doom, but avoids disaster. Juan Pablo trying to run away from TTO, very close there. I wonder what Danny saw there. They were down a talent level, they nearly got something for it, and they quite nearly got punished hard. But they stay as 5, and now they're about to have their 16s. Bronze6. Danny just harassing TTO on the rotation here as our Arcane Punisher getting ready to come up in the mid lane. Danny sees Severn. Gonna jump forward, find the stun, follow-up from the team is there. Nice silence is gonna cut off the edge here as C2D2 stuns the backline. Quantum in the middle of a rock and a hard place right now will be caught and taken out by Big Push Power. And now Big Push Power has 30 seconds with a player advantage on this objective. Very nice flank there from Blaze to shut down that gank attempt. Now Hogger's got to back off in the top lane. Shaman camp going to be taken here by Bronze6. C2D2 scouts it. Seems like they want the team to come on over, but team decides they are not worried about it. They're just going to pick up a Punisher here in the mid. Well, they're going to 39 it and try to grab some camps here. Okay. Get the top lane cleared. Bronze6 sees that the 39 is the play, and they're going to grab their one mid camp. Jaina, oh, Ferret is going to scout this. Oh, the rest of the team's on the way, though. Bronze6, they see Flyest Ravens alone. They got the health reset on one, but it looks like Bronze6 going to just take this camp here. Big push power found out on that greedy rotation. Still holding at 39. All of a sudden, this is looking like it's favoring Bronze6. Albatox just going to put them on a clock here. Start the clear. Make sure big push power can't just hold it over them forever. 13 down. Severn going to throw over a grenade. Didn't get the last hit, though. Now they're going to find Severn on the edge. Danny wants a stun. Tychus able to dodge away. Arcane Punisher is ultimately claimed here by Big Push Power. Now it's starting to flank. Great root combo from Jaina. Junkrat goes down. Jump goes out, and that will be it for Hogger as well. Big Push Power capitalizes. They're going to get level 20s. They've got this objective. Let's see how far they can go here. Mid fort goes down with ease, and now the wall being pressured. Stun goes out onto Danny. Diablo not going to dive past the gate here. Keep wall is down, and Big Push Power is going to keep going. Hellgate combo onto Juan Pablo, and that is Cassia caught. Very nice use of that level 20. Brightwing down as well to the Punisher jump. That is 2 staggered deaths. That is 3 staggered deaths. Big Push Power chaining these teamfight victories, and now they're just going to go for the core. Junkrat and Hogger will be back, but that is all for 35 seconds. Core shielding already down, and it's not going to matter here. Big Push Power with a sizable victory here on Infernal Shrines. Tie up the series 1-1. GG. Very strong draft there from Big Push Power. Leveraged their advantage onto that front line, and that Stukov silence just too much to deal with there for Bronze6. That's going to take us to a game number 3. Let's go to the post game. Checking out the stats here. Juan Pablo on the Cassia leading the way on the hero damage, 42,500 for Bronze6. Flyest Raven on the Jaina leading in all categories. 5 killing blows, 0 deaths, top siege, top hero damage, top soak. What a game for Flyest Raven. Take a look at the talents. I'll update the score, and we'll get prepared for game number 3. Alrighty. Alright, we're going to go to a very short break here as we prepare for our next game. Don't go too far. Bronze6 versus Big Push Power. Game 3 coming up next. Nice silence onto Orphea. Is there enough damage to follow it up? Drag connects. There's the Ancestral. The root does land, though. Orphea looking for any way out. Bit of self-healing, but it won't be enough. Xenochrist goes in there to try to help get the save, but will be just chain CC'd as well. Double kill for Reset City. Here comes Fade. They want to take a fight here. Slide from Cat and Wedge. Drinking Bird gets away, bumped back. Gust is committed, and there's the save from Goliath. This could be a turnaround opportunity for Duratan's Couch. Wildcard still in the mix here. There's the light bomb to the back. It's a stun onto 4 on that front line. Sliding Mosh. The tour bus catches them as well. Duratan's Couch looking to finish him here. That is a triple kill. They're looking for more. Yonners moves in. That is the Swift Strike onto Falstad. Quad kill for Duratan's Couch. Can they catch up to Brett Michaels? Looks like the answer is no, but they've got a quad, and they're going to start marching through the top lane. Drinking Bird going way into the back line, finding Goliath there. Unrelenting Strikes goes out. Dragon Arrow hits as well. Taunt onto Malfurion on the front line. Goliath bumped away. It's a huge silence. Is it going to be enough? Hanzo will go down, and Goliath survives. I just fizzed coming on down to try to secure the kill onto the rest. Drinking Bird trying to trade out versus Yonners, but there's the blink. Kira goes down. The shorthanded defense double kill for Duratan's Couch. Rest of the team for Chongal Rescue Rangers is coming up. Tazek is looking for something. Anduin is put into the cocoon here. Stun onto the backline as Muidar tries to get a mosh but will not connect. Chaos Pigeon gets the stun with the fear follow-up. Hebrew Hammer, X strikes into the back. ETC going to be the first to go down in this scuffle. So many low trying to escape. There goes Anduin. Emski chases forward onto Zoom, then Boom. He keeps getting slowed and cannot escape. Triple so far. Hebrew Hammer once more. Chaos Pigeon will go down. Pina Colada escapes. That's going to be a quad here for the members of Chongal Rescue Rangers. Silence and Tomb goes out onto Rhaegar. Rhaegar trying to turn around. Crushing Jaws catches two. Ancestral lands. Big splash. Gazlo's going to go down, and Saber Moon will survive. Nazebo is put into the cocoon as the chase continues. Chongal Rescue Rangers, that's another pick-off onto Malfurion. Muidar and Chaos Pigeon trying to run away. Last Iron Skin hits. Muidar is super low. Chase forward, and that will be the pick. Chaos Pigeon falls as well. As Honey Badger goes over the wall, great stun timing. Shy trying to move away, but just not able to get back. Azmodan is picked off before this next altar phase. Willow, ooh, saved, but they get the stun onto Lumi.
I have you now.
Manages to avoid the chastise. Uh-oh, they get to throw Silver Bell to aggro. Trying to get that kill onto Willow is punished. Uh-oh, Leadheart is caught. There's the Self-Divine Shield going to deny the Light Bomb. There's a turnaround. Devouring Maw does not connect, but the Cocoon does go on to Anduin. Conflicted turns it around. Big stun onto 2 to try to get Anduin on out. Magic Turtle moves away. Can Honey Badger move on out? Does have the shield. Lumi is low. Big burst there from Jaina. That's going to be a kill for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Shy, not enough movement to get on out. There goes Zagara. And now Kentucky Fried Falstad with the double kill are going to double back. All right, we are almost set here for game number 3. Bronze6 taking on Big Push Power. 1-1 here in the series. Next winner takes it all. Teams are in. Looks like they're almost set to go here, so let's go to map select. We are going to Braxis Holdout here for game number 3, this time chosen by Bronze6. We'll see if they've got the goods. Let's get into the draft. Alrighty. Big Push Power going to be first to act here. Braxis Holdouts, definitely a Genji map if that's the way you want to play. It's also a map where sometimes teams like to adopt sort of lopsided strategy. Usually we do like a 1-4 with a rotator. Occasionally teams will do like a 2-3 type of situation. Maybe even a 1-3-1 type of rotate. All comes down to whether you want to try to blitz and win early or if you're going to try to delay and scale late. Phoenix going to be banned out by Big Push Power. Zeratul still hitting the ban board. They don't want to see Flyest Raven just win the game solo on that hero. Brightwing taken out here. Bronze6 gonna get rid of Junkrat. Okay. Not fearing the Genji. Flyest Raven gonna try to turn that going to try to make them regret that decision. We'll see if Bronze6 has the answer here. Do you take the Anduin now, or do you just accept that the Genji bomb's coming and draft around it? Let's see. Danny goes for the Johanna. Ferret opting for Uther here. Looks like they're just going to lean into it. Big Push Power. Braxis Holdout, Johanna Uther. Maybe they want the Tychus again? Nah. Mike goes for the Cassia C2D2 on Dahaka. Interesting. Okay. Dahaka be able to quickly respond to a lopsided fight. Genji able to rotate very quickly through the mid. Could be Big Push Power is the one that's going to be moving around the map quickly. Bronze6 do not want to see that Stukov again. They're going to ban it out mid here. Big Push Power. They see Johanna Uther. Do we think about a Vala ban here? Let's see what they think. You get rid of Sergeant Hammer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Hammer can do similar things in terms of winning quick on Braxis. Juan Pablo opting for the Greymane. Albatox goes Blaze. Okay. Quantum on last pick. I mean, it could be a solo damage Greymane. It's not unheard of for Bronze6. Big Push Power. They need some frontline. They need some flex. Their final stand in Iron. What do we got? May going to be the choice for final stand, and Iron does end up going for that Anduin. What Bronze6 might be doing is they might be saying, okay, Genji Anduin is going to be able to deliver a stun into the back line, so we're just not going to have one. And yeah, there's the Rhaegar for Quantum. It's just all melee all day. So hyper aggro here from Bronze6. I'm interested to see how they set up these lanes. I assume it's a 2-3 of some kind. But there's a lot of, that's a stalwart wall in Cassia May that they're going to have to try to work through. See if they can do it. Alrighty. Tables have turned a little bit in this draft. It's definitely Bronze6 with a more aggressive setup here. Big Push Power on the sort of catch and counter. We'll see how this role swap works out for these teams. Let's get into the game. Here we go. Game number 3, our final match of the night. On the left in the blue, once again, is Bronze6. Danny on the Johanna. Juan Pablo playing Greymane. Ferret is on the Uther. Quantum playing Rhaegar, and Albatox on the Blaze. On the right in the red, it is Big Push Power. C2D2 on the Dahaka. Flyest Raven playing Genji. Iron on the Anduin. Mike on the Cassia. And Final Stand playing May.
Facility online.
The battle begins.
Game number 3 is underway. 3 members here for Big Push Power starting on the bottom side, meeting 3 members of Bronze6. Genji hanging out in the mid just to see what the situation is. Looks like going to make their way up to the top side here. Work against Blaze and Rhaegar. Have to keep an eye on both of these lanes, see how things are going here. So right now, Flyest Raven just poking away on the top side, going to grab a globe to start things off. Albatox staying in the mix, but has the jet propulsion to move back to safety before the drag connects. Mike could have to be saved there by Iron, as Juan Pablo playing aggressively here for Bronze6. Genji coming on down to visit for the moment. Nice dodge there by Danny on the bump back from Final Stand. Cruiser camp being started up quickly here for Bronze6. Greymane and Rhaegar will make short work of this. C2D2 and Flyest Raven, they're going to come up here and challenge. Genji's on the point. Here comes Mike in Final Stand, and we're going to have a good old-fashioned full team fight on this camp. Greymane and Rhaegar both go down. Big Push Power, massive invade, are going to get that steal. Bronze6 punished for their play. We'll see if they can turn it around here. Final Stand trying to take this point. Juan Pablo jumping up. Make sure that the beacon progress cannot commence. This Raven still firing away on the fort. A little bit here. 4v3 right now for Big Push Power. Rhaegar coming on down to help. It's these two in the top lane still working. This Raven's going to eventually take down the fort. It might take 7 minutes, but it'll get there. Danny going to step up to that front line. Juan Pablo remaining bound by that front line, but lines only last so long. Eventually that damage does start rolling through. Albatox finally able to take out that Raven. That flyest Raven was guarding. Ferret gonna do some body blocking here. As Uther tries to run down the ninja. Nicely done. Is that Holy Shock? Yeah, I mean, Uther's got a little bit of damage. Quantum, though, on the other hand, not enough health to get out of that one. Big Push Power finds the pick off there, and they're gonna get Johanna as well. Beacon progress will start once again before Albatox shuts it down. Beacon's locked in once again by Big Push Power. This Greymane, once again, just going into those double blinds, tough to deal with. It's going to take a few different engages to really work through all those blind cooldowns. Albatox in some trouble. We'll get the double stun, but Flyest Raven with the Swift Strike. Genji, once again, using one of the 17 mobility tools to be completely unable to shake. 5 takedowns so far here for Big Push Power before the 5-minute mark. Really having an impact. Mike on the low side there, trying to get away from Greymane. Will do so with the help of the, what it's called, Seraph something? It's the blind. Johanna uses the shield to try to get away from trouble there. Nice heals from Uther. Danny, oh, still taken down at the gate. Mike with the catch-up auto for the final hit. Bronze6 continuing to try to hold on here. They are definitely on the back foot right now. Genji going to come on up here to help out Dahaka. Albatox forced to move away. Flyest Raven will try to finish off this channel, and it looks like our first Surge Wave will be going over to Big Push Power. Blaze actually down there in the top lane. Mike trying to move away. The last auto from Greymane this time going to be connecting. Cassia falls. Dahaka's got the full Zerg wave up here. Splashing into the tower. Bronze6 comes up to defend. And while the bottom wave being taken out by Final Stand and Iron. Bronze6 just tanking this wave right now. They don't want it near the fort. They're finishing up the Wave of Light quest at 1. Haka on the Essence quest, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 now. On the tissue regeneration.
We are clear of the Zerg. Huh. Who designed this ramshackle
39 stacks so far for Cassia on the Thunderstroke. Ten's pretty close now for Big Push Power. Only half a level away here. They've come out to a strong early game lead. So those hero kills definitely putting them ahead. Minion soak. They've got a lead. Mercenary captures, they've got a lead. As with this camp and one more wave, they should be finding their 10s. C2D2 getting out of trouble there, feeling the heat coming up from the bottom lane. 10's locked in for Big Push Power. We've got the Ball, Lightning, Avalanche, Isolation. There's X-Strike for Genji, and Light Bomb for Anduin. Bronze6 still needs another level before they get their heroics. Beacon's not activating just yet, but should be popping soon. They'll be hoping to have their 10s to be able to contest this next objective phase. Big Push Power just going to flex their way through the top lane right now. Albatoc's just a little bit off there. Cassia and Genji able to split up. Avalanche pushing away too. Nice job by Final Stand, peeling for Flyest Raven. Beacon's still not being called just yet. Now they're coming out. Bronze6 able to delay for long enough there. Will now lock in their 10s. Cursed Bullet, Blessed Shield, Bunker, Ancestral Healing, and Divine Shield are now online. See if these level 10s will be enough for the turnaround. There's the essence for C2D2. Tries to turn around with a drag. Will not get that takedown. Bronze6 nearly catching one there, but just too many personal defensives there for Dahaka. Albatoc's trying to defend the top side there. Will do so pretty effectively. Final Stand has to ice back out to safety. Ball Lightning. What looked like Ball Lightning. Not used there. Greymane trying to get those Cursed Bullets in. Get some kind of damage out while under the effects of the blind. Danny holding onto the front line. Isolation goes out, does not hit. D-Shield and Ancestral used there. Juan Pablo, though, now without any cooldowns, has to back away. X-Strike from Genji. Will be stopped there from Uther. Johanna taken down in the mix. Flyest Raven receiving the short range. Ooh, Juan Pablo trying to trade out there. Will go down at the gate. Iron was like, I got you. And Genji's like, no, don't pull me. I've got one of my 17 mobility tools available. It's all good. Right now, Big Push Power looking very much in control here on map number 3. Genji catches the jet propulsion there. Can Final Stand catch up? There's the slow. Blaze gets away. Flyest Raven, ooh, able to escape. That could be an opportunity for an engage. Stun after the Blessed Shield comes on out. Mike is going to use the Light Bomb to try to get some shielding. Blind comes out. Somehow Mike's going to stay alive here. Bronze6 just cannot catch a break in these fights. Albatoc's in trouble as Genji X strikes into the back. That will be Blaze going down. Quantum body blocked here. Flyest Raven just will not quit. Ferret now in trouble as well. That is Flyest Raven locking in the triple for Big Push Power. They've got beacon progress. They've got a 2-level lead. They've got the Palantir advantage. Flyest Raven says that's not enough. We're going to start a boss using Genji-powered Deflects. Zergwave is on the way. Danny is going to see that the boss is mid-progress. Bronze6, they're coming up here. I don't know if they get here in time. Dahaka with the drag onto Mei. There is the snowball. Not going to catch. Bronze6 is going to try to move in on this. Light Bomb onto the point is going to stun 3 as Greymane goes down. There goes Johanna as well. D-Shield onto the mid is just everyone trying to work in there. Rhaegar will fall. Boss goes over to Big Push Power as the bunker is committed here. Now Ferret and Albatoc's just not with anywhere to go. There goes Uther. There goes Blaze. Eventually, that will be a full team wipe for Big Push Power. Full Zerg wave and the boss marching through the bottom lane. They just cannot be contained in this map number 3. Down 3 levels right now is Mei just shutting off the tower here with the slush ball. And this could be just too much to defend here. Bronze6 going to try their best. Unstoppable goes out onto Danny, trying to get back to safety. X-Strike is going to lock in that pick. Stun onto the front line. C2D2 with a nice follow-up. Light Bomb connects, and that is Blaze to fall as the core shielding is being taken down. The boss barely scratched here. And Big Push Power are going to come all the way back with the reverse sweep and take this series 2-1. GG. Very nicely done. Some big turnarounds in sort of all 3 games there. Bronze6, big victory there in game number 1, big push power, decisive victories in games 2 and 3. Really doing a nice job with the drafting and counter drafting in this set. Let's go to the post game. Check out these statistics here. Juan Pablo on the gray main, top hero damage there for Bronze6. Of course, having a tough time into that double blind, but still doing decent enough damage there in a shortened game on Braxis. Mike on the Cassia, nearly 47,000 hero damage for big push power. 20 kills to 1 in that one. We'll take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard. It looks like we will get an interview with our winning team. Let's get down there. All right. All right. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Severn. Congratulations on the comeback 2-1.
Thank you very much. The reverse sweep.
A reverse sweep, ever so sweet. Pretty, I hesitate to say lopsided games, but it seemed like there were big momentum swings in this series through all 3 there. Do you feel like it was just the energy was with you in games 2 and 3, or was there something in the drafts that got you ahead?
People were waking up in game 2 and 3. I'll say comms in game 1 were like, someone camp. How about regular spot lane. And then game 2 and 3, Hogger, go, he's got no spin. No, don't go bot lane. I'm clearing bot lane. So the comms definitely picked up game 2 and 3. But game 1, it was very silent, very quiet. I was like, okay, I'm team captain. I was like, okay, these people are in, the people with energy, because the people in game 1 were still waking up, and then game 2 and 3, like the comms. I think game 2, the comms, everyone was just shouting at each other, but it was good shouting. Is like, nah, I got this wave. Tychus, why did you clear top wave? You're not supposed to be there. The tank is down there. Hoggers. Right. Yeah. So, but and then game 3, it was just kind of like actual normal comms. Like, okay, rotating top lane. I got tongue. But like good comms. So yeah, the energy changed a lot between those 2 games.
Well, I mean, it's good to identify and make the adjustment, as the people in the sports world would say, and it definitely came through there. Let's talk a little bit about the team. Big Push Power's been a team for quite a long time, and you've got a pretty unique style in terms of how you field your squad. Why don't you let the folks know a little bit about the team?
So our squad is basically whoever can make it gets to play. We've got 9 players on roster. Most people who have to focus on real life. Some of us are out for months at a time due to work and business trips. And for instance, Mike. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Saab. They told me to join you.
Welcome.
And then others of us, kind of consistent, can show up most nights. And so on one hand, it's sometimes hard to draft with because you change around who DPSs and who heals and who tanks every single game. On the other time, I feel like it makes us a nightmare sometimes to draft against, because you're like, I don't even know what role this person's playing, and so you're not even sure what to ban from them.
Well, it's it's kind of a mix of different players even between each game, much less in between each match. Have you been able to keep mostly the same roster season over season, or have there been any new additions coming into season 16 here?
I think new addition only is Iron. Mike has joined us this season as well. Hello again, Mike. He took a break last season, I think.
Yeah.
Continue. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, yep. We'll see if he comes on back.
He took a break last season. And he didn't get to play much 2 seasons ago. And yeah, last season was kind of we didn't try too hard, but because we have some returning players, and it's very sad that Storm got canceled, but at the same time, we couldn't play in Storm because of such our large roster. And so it's nice to be able to get to play with the teams from Storm. Welcome back, Mike.
Yeah, TC there.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting season for that, with sort of everyone being sort of shoved into the same division. Have you found so far that it's been just as competitive as any other season, or has there been any strangeness with, it's teams that have been traditionally always in Storm sort of coming into the heroic space?
I think this season's as competitive, or as 2 seasons ago. Last season, I don't think was as competitive. I think was kind of more chill in heroic.
Okay.
But this season, I feel like the sweaty game's coming back and people wanting the win. It might be because a lot of our friends went to heroic, and so, Storm, and so when you know the people on the other team, the wins feel better, and you want them more.
Makes sense. Well, it's good to hear that the energy is good here in the heroic division. Just looking forward in the schedule, are there any of those teams full of friends that you've yet to face yet that you're really looking forward to?
Ooh. 7 Rings we have pretty good back and forth with. They cheese us out with some macro strategies, and then we get them with some macro strategies, and then they get us with the team fight strategy, and we've constantly I remember drafting around a lot and scrimming them a lot, and just trying to come up with answers with their creative drafts, and then them also answering our creative drafts. So I think that's, a lot of teams here, Nexus Retirement, AG, Angle, they changed their name, I feel like. But there's a lot of teams we know,
yeah.
and I don't recognize all the team names, but I definitely recognize the players on them.
Nice. Well, it's good to hear that you've got, the division's looking pretty good this season. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on the win today. Big comeback victory, 2-1. The floor is
Thank you very
yours.
much.
Any shout-outs you two would like to make?
Mike, starts off.
Yeah, just shout out to the team. I feel like every week's kind of we're going on the fly here and trying to figure out who's playing in each game, and it's great to come together as a team and get a good win. And shout out to the other team there. They absolutely kicked our butts there game 1. So kudos to them, and it's a very competitive game. GG's.
Yeah, same here. Shout out to the teams. Thank you so much for casting. Always appreciate being casted and being able to watch back the game from that perspective and have the commentary. And then I'm yet to win with Kira in this heroic division season, but there's a Kira guide on my YouTube channel. Just search in the Kira guide, and it'll probably be like the 4th one that pops up. But
what's the channel name?
Yuan Dasklu, which is my full name, but it's spelled IOAN space CASCALU, which is probably a lot less searchable
I
than
see you in the chat
a
there.
Kira guide.
I'll type it out here. Dasklu, the Kira guide. Perfect.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Well, Severn, Mike, thank you so much for coming on by. Congrats again on the win, and have fun going forward in the season.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye. All righty. All right, folks, quite a series today. Big Push Power taking the 2-1 over Bronze6 in this best of 3. Pretty exciting series. Some nice drafts on both sides, so that'll be a fun one to watch back. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, get all the casting content here on youtube.com/@KrushCasts. I will be back on Wednesday and Thursday. I believe I've got a Division A on Wednesday and then a Division E on Thursday, both at 9 p.m. Eastern. So come on back for that. And yeah, look for those shorts, look for those VODs, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. Have a good one. Bye.